So, actually I made this video a while ago, but then I accidentally deleted it, so I was like, shit, so then I had to remake it. Well, you know, you gotta learn from your mistakes, move on, live with life. Oh my fuck. I was actually really pissed off because I edited it, added some stuff in, I was pretty much ready to upload it, and then I was just like, oh wait, I have too much space, let me delete some stuff. And shit, I deleted the video, so shit happened. Pretty good. Oh. Like everyone's up. Yeah, see, this was from earlier. Yep. Anyways, so before we get started, I just want to make some quick shout outs. Shout out to LSR, obviously the best alliance in all the kingdoms. JK, it's not, we're actually pretty bad. And then shout out to my leader Fair21. He's been a great help to me and as a player throughout this game. He's probably one of the reasons I've continued to play this game. And he's a great person. Alright. Now, getting to the video. This video we're going to be talking about buffs. Pretty much the importance of buffs. We're going to talk about how you can get better buffs, the foundation of buffs, etc., etc., etc. So we're going to start with one of the obvious things about buffs. Buffs pretty much multiplier. So if it's really depending on your buffs. A T9 can even send up to T10, or T8 can send up to T9, depending on the buffs. So if your buffs are really, really amazing and you have lower tier troops, you can even be able to fend off someone with higher tier troops, even if they have lower buffs. Therefore, buffs are extremely important. And buffs can minimize damages when you're minimize damage when you're attacking. And pretty much, if someone else is attacking you, you can also be able to fend them off, etc., etc. So, going to one of the topics about buffs, there are the equipment. Your equipment is extremely important. So throughout this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can get better equipment as well. So for Berserker Protector, you see that all these are purple. You see how they give me a bunch of buffs, which is actually, these help a ton. You can get these through Lucky Shot. I got all mine through Lucky Shot. It's a lot easier. If you go to Merchant Fair, Black Market Auction House, you have to pay a lot more. For example, if you want to know about the approximate cost, Berserker Protectors are about $100 each, including the forging fee. So if you just buy the Lucky Shot pack, you can get one of these right away. You know what I mean? So, and then for these level 21s, so for level 16s, $100 each. Level 21s actually significantly higher. It's about, I would say, $300. You'd have to buy one. You buy, one Lucky Shot pack to get the item. You get the scroll, and then you buy 2 equipment packs to forge it. It's actually pretty expensive. I'm pretty sure you can probably clutch it. It's $200 to $300, but the combo is a equipment pack and a Lucky Shot pack. I'm sure you can probably chip it off with the gold along with the equipment. And then so after that, we move on to the dragon. So the dragon, the brutal and vicious dragon, actually gives some buffs, which is actually depending on your level. So if you're level 1, you get 2.5, level 10, you get 5, level 20, 7.5, level 31, 10, and it says, there will be blood, increases the attack, defense, and health of all your troops attacking alongside your dragon. So obviously, if your dragon isn't in the march, you don't get these buffs. So you see, it's 10% because my dragon's level 43, so you'll be able to get you already get 10% of each buff, but it's actually not added into the profile thing I was showing earlier. For some reason, it's weird. They don't add in the dragon buffs to this, but it's added to their final attack. And then there's the vicious. Do not underestimate the power of the dark side. Increases the health of all your troops attacking alongside a dragon. So this is only boost health. Obviously, the brutal dragon is better because it increases attack, defense, and health. But vicious, if you want to put more emphasis on gathering and shit. I'm mostly a war player, so I move all my dragons hardcore through it. And then now we're moving on to talent points. Talent points actually is one of the it actually makes a huge difference on your buffs. So obviously, because as I was saying, I'm a PvP player, all my lore talents are put on war. Usually, sometimes I would switch into economy and balance sometimes for when I'm like just farming and it's not kill event, but I'm too lazy. Yep, laziness runs in my family, so I'm not doing that shit. Not to mention it costs gold. If you're wondering how far I have in talent, I'll show you. I got to infantry health here. So there's some things you want to use your lore talents for and some things you don't. See, for like siege, you don't really want to. For siege attack, I'm probably gonna put on it, but siege defense and siege health, honestly, you don't need that. Your siege is your last line of defense. It's pretty much never gonna die unless you get completely zero. But I don't know. See, up here I gotta work on that siege attack, but for everything else you should work on. See how I did bowman health, cavalry attack, and cavalry defense. Yes, I said previous and earlier videos where you should have priorities. So actually, if you're a non-spender, I would recommend you only doing cavalry attack, bowman attack, just leaving cavalry defense, bowman defense, cavalry health, and bowman health empty, and just moving on. So and just get the essentials. So like for infantry, when you get the defense and health, and you just leave the defense and health off for the cavalry. Now moving on to the final thing that impacts buffs. JK, not the final thing. I forgot one more thing after this. But another very important thing, obviously, your combat research. You want to pretty much your combat research. You want to research everything. Obviously, there's priorities, but in the end of the story, you still want to research everything. You just put in the time and effort, and obviously, you become a very strong player. And then finally, moving on to the final thing, what impacts buffs are items, be it relics or just these items, war items. See the 12-hour attack buff, 10%, 20%, 25%, 10%, 20%, and 25%. Then there's also the march capacity buffs. And then there's also the relics, I believe it's the Dragonblade. Which actually, this is actually pretty nice because but remember when I was saying when your dragon wasn't present, you don't actually get those buffs. But with the Dragonblade, if your city is attacked, your dragon defense benefits, including your dragon's buffs, will actually be there. Their Battleblade's just a normal 15% buff to everything. It's pretty good. And then there's a Crown of Command, march capacity plus 15%. My ACAD, that's around a battery. And pretty much that's it for this video, everyone. Thanks for watching as always. Please comment, like, subscribe for more content. If you have any questions, concerns, please post in the comment section below. I try to get back to you as soon as possible. And as always, stay sexy.